How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today we'll be playing the Gonzalo. It just so happens to be that I opened 5 of the lunar boxes, mainly as a joke, and I got the tank, so I'm not complaining about that. The only issue is, not only have I not played with this tank at all, I've also don't think I watched a single video on it. So I'm going into this with absolutely no clue how to play the tank. I know nothing about it. I've seen it in battle a couple of times, but I didn't look into it. It wasn't something that I was interested in. So today I am going to use it as a good example of how I will be learning a new tank and attempting to play it to the best of my ability. Picking up an equipment setup, so that goes back to the last video that we talked about. And I will be showing you how I'm going to choose a base setup and then adjust it depending on my needs and how I play the tank. I'm also going to be experimenting with the play styles, seeing what I can do, seeing if I can play this tank as a heavy tank, as a medium tank, as a TD, whatever it is, whatever fits the boat, whatever works the best, we will be doing that. So, I am going to look through these quickly, okay? I'm not going to show you that to you, just so save your time. And then we will choose the equipment based on that. I also have a crew that I will be taking off the con card, putting on this, and then we'll hop in battle. So a couple of things I've noticed when looking at the statistics of the tank is, one, we have 2 types of ammo, mainly. So we have high explosives and AP. This is going to be kind of useless because this exists and we have 209 pen, which is on HE at tier A, 200 pen is going to be enough to penetrate a lot of people. And yes, this is going to be expensive. I consider this tank to an extent as a meme tank, as like a fun tank to go and play. Definitely not a tank that I will be using to be making credits. So this will be a fun tank, meaning I'm willing to actually go negative on it, and that is totally fine. That's totally okay. We will be spamming a lot of gold high explosives. That is okay. Now, the second thing that I've noticed is we have awful dispersion and bad aim time, because this is basically a high explosive gun. So we want to adjust that a little bit, to my liking at least. I also went down and looked at the mobility. We have good specific power and like not the best top speed. So I think what I'll be doing is I will put a turbo on it. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's slap a turbo on it. Let's slap this to help with the DPM. And let's slap, at the moment, let's slap improved aiming. I will take it off my Scorpion G. And with time, we'll play a couple battles and see if we will potentially want to actually swap the improved aiming in favor of the vertical stab. Now, I will see if this tank is hitting most of its shots and I don't see an issue with it. I'm gonna swap it to vertical stabs and test it out. If it is not hitting a lot of the shots, we will likely keep the improved aiming, and maybe I'm not that mobile, so I won't be as active. I might be standing still, aiming and waiting. So we'll see how that goes. Let's choose a camo like this. Has fireworks, kind of applies to the tank with its high explosives. Let's go and swap the crew into it. So since this is a premium tank, if some of you didn't know, you can put crews off of the same class and same nation without having to train them again, which basically means that you can keep one crew and then swap it between texture tanks and premium tanks, helping you boost the experience on the texture tanks. I will not put these in. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not going to put them in. So, we have the tank set up now. Okay, I'm also going to be using small repair kits and first aid kits. I don't typically use the large ones. I honestly sell them to make additional money. Yes, the 60 seconds instead of 90 is beneficial. I don't have a need for it all the time, so I don't use it, but I will be putting food on it just to help with some of the soft stats. I don't think this tank is going to have much of an issue with being caught on fire, so that should be okay. And by the way that I've looked at the stats of the tank, I looked at the mobility a little bit. Where is the mobility? This. We have good specific power. Actually, this is not bad on a heavy tank in comparison. If we look at this has 15. So, it's actually not that slow, and a top speed of 41 will not be bad, and we will be reaching that top speed quite often. So I might attempt to play this kind of as a mobile heavy, maybe playing on medium flanks, maybe attempting to flank people and shoot them inside, something along those lines. This is also going to be my first battle of the day. So, one, haven't played on the tank, have no clue what the tank is about. Two, first battle of the day, don't expect anything insane, but let's hop in battle and let's see what we can do. As always, once we hop in battle, we will analyze the enemy team composition, analyze the map, and see what the best choice is. So, we have found a battle, and it is Westfield. Full tier 8 battle, we have Gonzalo against us and a bunch of heavies, including a BZ. Now, the BZ might become an issue. I don't want to directly fight him too much, to be honest. Put the volume down just a little bit. All the mediums and all of the lights will go and play this section of the map, and I would be doing exactly the same thing if I was playing the medium. Not a good idea in this tank at the moment. We do have decent target armor, it is 250, so what I think is we will be playing about here and attempting to slap anyone that is making a possible mistake, over peeking, something along those lines. I automatically load in the high explosives. Why not? Let's test them out. First battle of the day. Let's see what this tank can do. So I'm hoping I can maybe spot a TD. I don't. I do spot a BZ and we can slap him in the face, and we also get slapped by the Bizante. Interesting, interesting. This Bizante will, that's some spotting damage. This Bizante will be attempting to counter us, I believe so. And I do see a Kilano, which I cannot shoot. Maybe I can shoot the BZ again. No, he is looking at us. I do not want to be slapped by him at all. That is a lot of damage. Let's go down and let's go fight this object. He is making a mistake. He is over pushing. And hopefully he will not be able to penetrate us, and we can maybe penetrate him. No, we do not. Okay, he is shooting APs. So I am making a lot of mistakes, which is not good. They don't have any SPGs, which is definitely going to be good for us. Let's see if we can adjust a little bit. Let's go play with this Conceiver so we can get to the side of the enemies. And see if we can maybe get a shot on someone. I would love to shoot that Scorpion, that's likely not gonna happen. My main idea at the moment is I want to see these guys over peeking, and I don't want to get slapped by anyone else. I don't know if I can penetrate his cupola, likely not. We don't have a lot of health points left, okay, and we don't have a lot of damage. And honestly, this battle is not looking too good. So I will sit behind this bush and wait until one of them overpeaks. That is going to be my decision at the moment. That Bizante might be pushing into us at some point since my teammate died. I'm hoping it doesn't happen soon and I can get a shot in and fall back. But we will see what happens. This guy's over peeking. I want to see the side. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. What if we fall back all the way this way, attempting to not get shot by the VZ as that happens? And snipe a little bit. And I legit mean snipe a little bit. I will be legit sniping. So let's see how that works out. They don't have any TDs, which is good. I mean, they don't have any SPGs, which is good. And maybe the Kalan is going to make a big mistake. He doesn't. Shoot him. Hopefully he doesn't kill us. Yeah, I think I kind of like this position. Now they have the VZ kind of low, so he's not going to be able to peek too much. The VZ shot us. Shot the gun out. Interesting. He didn't do a lot of damage to us, which is good. The XM is way over peeking. Let's see if we can slap his lower plate. I don't think we can. Yeah, we definitely cannot. I think the VZ is going to attempt to shoot us. I think I'm... Okay. Give me a second. Okay. I think we died. Yeah. I was lifting my target because I think Oh, actually, maybe not because I see that this is here. But I think by lifting it, it adds angle, so maybe they will be less likely to penetrate us. Not well played by any standards. Yeah, 1400 damage, 200 assistant is basically nothing. Um, hmm. See, in a battle like this, maybe stabilizer would have been good instead of improved aiming because I wasn't aiming fully. It was a lot of just peek, shoot, hide. So I will swap out the improved aiming to a stab, see how that works. Um, I'm gonna wait until the battle ends. I'll show you the post battle results. Yeah, 511 in less than 5 minutes. Not optimal battles, but it is what it is. I will come back to you once the battle is done. So nothing interesting happened. The enemies pushed up to the hill, and they will be killing these mediums in just about 10 seconds. Yeah, not well played by me and by my team. They also, I don't want to say that them having BZ helped a lot because honestly, if they had any other tank, they would have likely still won. But having BZ did not help. I cannot pen him, and with how he's speaking, this is like a perfect scenario to play BZ. He has a hold down, and we have no SPGs, and they have no SPGs, meaning that he can just peek, shoot, and get away with it. I think he did a lot of damage. We did not. So let's swap out. Let's look at the post game stats. Yeah, we ended at the bottom half, which is kind of sad to be honest. Actually, the BZ didn't do a lot. The Bizante did. Let's swap out this and put a stab. Let's check which of my tanks have a stab. I will take it off the object. Oh, take it off of this. Yeah, if you have Watt Plus, it is quite beneficial. On this account I do, on my NA account I don't. But then you can be hot swapping a lot of the equipment without paying gold and without using the demounting kits. So that is also quite helpful. Once again, you don't have to do that. You will be getting demounting kits as you play the game with all the events that they do nowadays. You'll have an event each month which will give you some. 10 gold is not a lot, but again, if you have no gold and you just began playing the game, also not the best. I believe the Tank Academy gives you quite a lot of these also, so if you just made a new account, do all the Tank Academy missions. That is my best advice. Go through all of them. They will be quite easy. You'll have to play a couple scenarios. I did it on my NA account. You'll have to play a couple battles using some consumables, some equipment, stuff like that, and you get a bunch of bonuses. Okay, we got our red shirt, and once again a bunch of heavies. They have a Gonsalo also. They have a couple of TDs, and they do have an XM and SMV, which will be playing with us on the heavy flank. A couple of mediums. I am almost tempted to go and play this. How so? Well, if I will be playing against the heavies, I will not be able to penetrate most of them, frankly, with my Hesh. But if I go and play this, I will be able to penetrate all the mediums. So let's gamble and let's do that. Oh, we have a Koost. That is one of the new tanks. Basically tier 8 E25 by the looks of it, to be honest. And no one is coming this way. So change of plans. We don't have to play specifically the way that we intended in the beginning. But if I'm gonna have no backup at all, I don't want to be pushed by multiple medium tanks and die instantly. Not something I would like to do. So let's go back. We have some speed. We can make it still. This is not gonna be too bad. Once again, play off of the team composition. Play off of how the team deploys in battle. If you see that no one is going to a flank, you don't have to go to that flank. You could. You obviously don't have to. Maybe if I did, and maybe if I was lucky and maybe one medium went that way and we just smack him in the face a couple of times and get away with it, we might have a good battle. Again, that is basically us taking unnecessary risks, which we do not have to do. I believe we might get spotted by the EOC even passing this way, hopefully not. Yes, we definitely do. We get shot by the Udas. No damage, that is bueno. He's gonna attempt to shoot us. Hey, who does? Let's see if we can slap him in the face. He is dead, actually. I actually might keep this position a little bit. Maybe not. See if we can swap the Slovak. He will be making a mistake eventually. That was good. I think we'll be just doing that, just sitting, waiting until they come up. When they do, we slap them in the face. This tank is actually quite fast, I'm not gonna lie. This seems like a fun, fast tank to play. Let's see if we can slap him in the face. We do. We also take some damage, which is not ideal. That type is going to become an issue. Once he dies, we will be doing quite good. Let's see if we can slap one of these guys again. I'm looking at the type as I'm doing this, because I don't want to... Please don't push me out. Because I don't want to be taking damage from him. That would not be too much fun. Gonzalo. Yeah, I don't think we can pen the Gonzalo. But let's go ahead and eliminate this guy. He gets eliminated by my teammate. That is also good. So we just want to be playing, seeing if we can maybe poke that XM at some point. I'm kind of in a bad situation with my teammates pushing me out and me pushing them. So not exactly their fault, also my fault to an extent. See if we can slap that XM a little bit. We don't do a lot of damage, but it is something. We seem to be winning this flank actually, and the XM is already peeking a lot. Oh yeah, that was good. We do have a Gonzalo on top, we gotta keep that in mind. He's gonna be slapping this guy, he does not pen him. And what I'm thinking now, excuse me, please, excuse me. Excuse me, I want to kill, I want to kill. Kill him. And I would go up and fight the Gonzalo, but at the same time, not a good decision because they will have TDs that will slap me in the face if I do that. I don't want to be peeking the XM first because he will do 600 damage to me and I don't like that. So as soon as he shoots, I will peek. But until then, I will not. Actually, I will do some 70 damage to him. Why not? Damage is damage after all. The XM did shoot, but his reload is not too long, so I will be eliminating this guy. Nice. Now, we still cannot fight the Gonzalo. They still have a Koost, which will be able to do a bunch of damage to us, so we don't want to be doing that. I will let my teammates go first, have the Koost shoot at them, and then I will come in and do some damage to the Gonzalo. Go like this, slap him in the face, not full. That's fine, that's totally okay. He is dead. And now we want to hide behind one of these houses because I don't want to be shot by the enemy TDs, such as that guy. I will not pen him, but I will still shoot at him. I think I will actually pen him. No. The bullet flies quite slow, I should say the shell. So that is not too effective, but we still have quite a decent amount of health points, and I will just be pushing into these guys. Specifically this guy, actually. Ooh la la. Let's see if we can hit that. No, we do not. That's totally fine. We'll just push into them, because why not? What will they do to us? That's what they will do to us. He's not going to be spotted, and I will take another shot. No, I won't take another shot. If I peek to the side, I will be able to pen him with my HEs, which he's not going to like too much, but I definitely will. Actually, I will slap this guy in the face. Fall back. He's not looking at us still. He's attempting to fight the other Boreas, which is totally fine. And let's see if we can swap. Okay, well, we cannot swap him in the face. Actually, we got killed by the Boreas instead of the SMB. Yeah, maybe peeking wasn't the best idea, but again, the battle is basically done. We win. If we can get some additional damage, good. If we don't, it is what it is. This was a good battle. This was definitely a good battle. Yeah, so I guess it can play as a heavy. in the beginning, when I looked at the stats, I expected the tank to not be a good heavy tank, okay? I expected it to be kind of like a mobile heavy and playing as a medium to an extent. And I guess depending on the map, and if it's like tier 9-10, that will be the case. At this point, it can actually play as a heavy tank. We didn't block a lot, obviously, but at the same time, I'm fast enough and I can peek fast enough, dish out damage, leave, and I can also tank some shots. So let's see, because I was fully shooting gold, we did go negative. Yeah, that is expected. We ended up top 2 by experience, 1 by the damage. Yeah, a solid battle, to be honest, not too bad. Let's play another one. And yeah, at the end of the video, I will be telling you my opinion about the tank and reviewing the tank. At the moment, I'm just trying to understand how the tank is played, what is the benefit of it, what is the downsides, how can I minimize the downsides and maximize the benefits. Okay, I will get back to you once we get into battle. Okay, we have found a battle, and once again, the matchmaking has actually been quite nice to us. Basically an identical setup. Now they have SPGs, which is not going to be too bad. Just take my watch off so it's easier to hold my hand on the keyboard. Yeah. Looking at the setup, we will be fighting Gonzalo's, which is fine. KB4 fine. All the heavies will be fine to fight, so we can go to the heavy line. Alternatively, we could always go and play this and swap some mediums. In this situation, I am not intending on doing that. My Gonsalo is thinking the same thing. But why am I saying this, that like, oh, I could go and play the medium flank? Because this tank has enough speed to do that. So again, I will be making a parallel to the IS-7. IS-7 could play medium flanks. It is so fast that you could be playing medium flanks, okay? So don't confine yourself to the typical playstyle of what the tank class is. If the tank is a heavy tank, you can play it as a heavy tank, but you can also play it as a medium tank. If the tank is a light tank and it can be played as a medium, amazing. We do not hit that. That is okay. That is totally fine. I was hoping to get a shot, maybe 2 on these guys going, but that's not gonna happen. We actually might be able to pen this guy. He falls back a little bit. Nope, that does not fly in. See, in this case, the improved aiming would have been nice instead of the stab, but it is also totally fine. It is not that big of a deal. He's going to be aiming at us. I can see his lower plate. Hopefully that comes in with pens. Oh yes, 600 damage. Amazing. Now I'm actually going to be falling. Yes, they still have a lot of enemies up on that side, but we can also fight them by playing this, which is kind of what I want to do. Because in that case, if I can peek and shoot them in the lower plate, such as one of these guys, let's say. I don't see his lower plate, but if I did, I'd just slap him in the face, I was gonna say. Okay, my teammates will be pushing in, they will be killing off all of these guys, and I will be doing the exact same thing. I'll just come in, slap this guy. No, don't push me out, please. I don't want to have damage. I mean, I don't want to be taking damage. Okay, he's gonna shoot us, likely, maybe not. Okay, he is dead. And now let's peek and shoot these guys. They will likely be looking at us. We can maybe actually pen the Gonsalo into the side. No, lower plate, totally fine. Good pen. And we fall back a little bit. See, we did even tank a Scorpion, which is... I'm just attempting to hide a little bit. We did even pen the Scorpion, which is a tank that has high penetration values. So that is good for us. Let's fall down this way to my teammates. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bad. Okay, let's finish him off. Not my kill, but that is totally fine, totally okay. We can maybe even shoot that Koost, but I don't want to be peeking into him because knowing that tank, he will be doing a bunch of damage to us. He's hiding, that is totally fine. I'm actually going to fully peek and aim at the KV. We might be able to pen him in here. Maybe not, that is totally fine too. Exclusively shooting high explosives is obviously not the best idea, but sometimes it is just plain old fun, so you might as well do that. He is gonna pen us, that is totally fine too. We do have some health points to spare, so I'm willing to take that shot. Let's go left a little bit. We definitely won the game. It is 10-1. I will be completely honest, I dislike fast games like this. This is not what I enjoy, but what can you do? You know, what can you do? We miss on him, and now we have no health points. I was hoping I would kill him before he shoots, but I think we will be definitely okay. They should have 2 tanks hiding in the base. I guess 1 tank hiding in the base, and he will be quite low. I don't think we will get any additional damage. Oh, actually no, the Limbic is all the way that way. I didn't even notice him. Yeah, we will not make it to shoot him, and that is totally fine, totally okay. Let's maybe even see if we can get some base cap points a little bit. Will not be bad. I don't know why. What is the Limbic? I actually don't know too much about that tank. Why is no one peeking him? Is it because of how he's hiding? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, again, not a good battle. 1900 combined. It's fine. It's not awful. But at the same time, not what I would expect, okay? So, if we played the medium line, it would have been about the same. Maybe if I was a little bit more active in the heavy line, and if I wasn't just spamming HE, we would have had some additional penetrations, but that is totally fine. Negative 20k, expected. At the moment we have 2.1 thousand average damage on it, which is not bad. Let's hop in the next one, and I think this will be actually the last battle of the video, and then I'll give you some thoughts about it. I don't want this video to be too long, so it's actually watchable all the way until the end. So I'll get back to you once we find the battle. So we have found the battle, and it is in Pilsen on Encounter. Okay. They do have a Skoda T56, which will be quite a difficult opponent to kill. Besides that, they have a couple of mediums and a bunch of TDs, including Yakust again. Interesting. I guess a lot of people got those, and I guess a lot of people got the Meals and the Skodas, because I've been seeing a lot of those. So, we will be fighting in this section. The question is, where do I... okay. See, I'm thinking, because if I play this, I'm not going to be tanking anything. If I play this, I could shoot and I could peek and shoot, and I also have access to shooting this if I need to, and I'm actually going to do that. That was minus like 5.6k credits just to do that, but that is totally fine. We will come here and attempt to get a cross shot on anyone coming. Hopefully someone will. Let's see. Oh, we have an mill peeking up top. That is going to be an issue, because we cannot pen him. And no one else is making any plays. Okay. I'm almost tempted to go inside with my... oh, see, the Skoda is coming out. I'm almost tempted to go inside with my object, but I feel like that is not a good decision, and I think I'm actually going to be punishing the Skoda. I'm going to take one shot. No, I'm not. Because the Skoda will definitely peek again, and we can definitely pen him into the lower plate again. Hopefully, yes sir. Not bad, not bad. He is now down to 1 shot, which is amazing, and he will not be peeking again. And that Emil is going to be a huge pain in my ass. But, again, we have HE, high explosive, so we can actually do something to him. Now, I wish I did go with my object. See, the squalls coming this way. There's a Ferdinand, which I actually kind of... I can pen him, I believe, so why not? I'm not too sure what that guy's doing. Okay, let's see if we can pass this way and shoot one of these guys. I know I'm in the open. I know this is a bad position, but he is going to peek, and I will do damage, and I should be able to go forward fast enough to get into cover. Let's actually do this. That might be a bad decision. Okay. Yeah, so playing that will not be helpful at the moment. Let's look at what's going on the map. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. And see if we can get some shots by playing this. Maybe we can shoot one of those guys playing on that side. They will be getting spotted eventually. My team has fully pushed that flank. So let's say the meal gets spotted. Maybe the Squall makes a mistake. Oh look, Squall is making a mistake. He is dead now. I don't want to get shot by the TDs playing that, so I will be hiding. I'll wait my 10-12 seconds, and then we can peek again. Can we shoot a Ferdinand? Unlikely. What is the chances this guy peeks me? I'd say high. Oh, actually, he changed positions. That meal is not something oh, yeah, I guess I can shoot him. I'm not gonna hit that, I don't think. No, definitely not. I'm gonna push up. No, I'm not gonna push up. I just saw my teammate get shot, and I'm gonna take out the team with that. Not too happy about that. That's not gonna hit. Okay. We lost a lot of HP, and that was a huge mistake by us. We actually have been losing by HP, which I did not notice. We got some assisting damage, which is not bad. I'm hoping I can pass without being shot. Oof. Okay. We have no health, but I want to be able to help my team somehow. Okay. And by helping my team, I think I'm going to be shooting this IS. Unfortunately, there is a bunch of stuff in the way, so I cannot aim it as well replayed, but that's totally fine. He thinks, oh, it's a Gonsalo, he has long reload, so he's not going to be watching me. Oh, yes, I am. Let's see if he peek again, and 200 damage, I guess that is totally fine. I need that Emil to be dead because he has the ability to kill me. That IS is also now looking at me, which is not good. Maybe I can bait a shot. Maybe, just maybe I can bait a shot. If I can bait a shot, then I can be holding him. Maybe I can't bait a shot. What if I swing shoot him? No, but my stability is so bad that... Okay, see, he got shots, now he's not looking. We can maybe even peek into this and see if one of these guys makes a mistake. Maybe this guy will. Oh, yes. Please do. I want to be zoomed down to an extent so I can actually see what the IS is also doing. I think we can push into this. I think we can push into this, and hopefully the TD doesn't. And let's now pass this way and see if we can kill him. Yes, sorry, we can. The Skoda should be dead soon enough, and once that happens, the Conservator is going to kill him. I can push into the IS, which is exactly what I'm about to do at the moment. Oh, he is dead. Unfortunate, but that is okay. Maybe we can get a shot on the SU. I doubt it, but anything's possible. Let's gamble. Nope, not happening. The Skoda is still alive. Interesting enough. But we can just swing him, and he's dead. Oh, I thought it was my kill. All in all, 2 kills, 2.7k damage, a little bit of assistant. Not a bad game, in all honesty. So, yeah. With that, let's make a small conclusion. Now, don't make conclusions on tanks after 4 or 5 battles, okay? That is not even close enough to be able to understand the tank, but we can make some assumptions. And I will show you the statistics that I have actually only played 4 battles on the tank. We ended up with 2.28 thousand average damage on it at the moment. Will I continue playing this tank? Actually, I think so. Because why not? It was actually kind of fun. It is a little bit map dependent and server dependent, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. Slapping people in the face with high explosives is kind of fun. Let's actually see if we get negative. I think we did go negative. Yeah, negative 15,000 because I was shooting only gold. Now, let's look back. Technically speaking, if we used AP, we would still be doing a good amount of damage, and we have higher pen, which means that some of the shots that we shot would have actually penetrated, but some of them that we shot would have done no damage. So I think the damage output would have been quite less. and we don't have the ability to just peek and shoot someone and do 100 damage just, you know, at any point in the tank. So we peek the XM, we shoot him in the face, 100 damage. That's kind of beneficial. What do I like about this tank? So looking back, maybe it's the turbo, but the tank is actually kind of quick. I don't remember which battle it was, but I was like moving up and down, and it seemed fast. It seemed it was the reactor map. It seemed kind of fast. It is a quick, heavy tank. I actually don't mind that. It can kind of be played as a medium. I didn't have a chance to do that just yet. Awful, absolutely awful dispersion and awful stability. The stab definitely helps a lot. And as you could see, I even in this game I was passing along the middle, and I just shot and I hit someone. So that kind of helps. The stab definitely helps in that aspect. And because of the stab, when you swing out and peek and aim in, you'll be aiming in less time, which also helps. Overall, the DPM actually seems kinda solid. I know it's only 2.1k, but counting that we have high explosives, that will go up quite a bit. And I actually like the DPM quite a lot. The gun itself is good. Um, yeah, that is something that is difficult to say to me because I love tanks with good gun handling. This one doesn't, but the gun is definitely manageable and playable because if we look at this tank, yes, the dispersion is a lot better, but the aiming time is about the same. So when you stop on the Boyask and you have this, and then you have to aim in, with this tank, same thing. It's manageable, it is playable. The penetration is enough on tier 8. I was lucky enough to not face tier 9s today, so we'll see how that would go. I'm gonna continue playing this tank, and maybe a video will come out eventually with me in tier 9, 10 battles. But honestly, it is a solid tank. So if you got this out of the boxes, I would advise you to not view it as a money making tank. If you want a money making tank, go buy the ELC even, go get the XM. I guess you can get the XM, but you know, any tank that is playable without gold spam, even the AMX CDC, I know it's not being sold at the moment. Unfortunately, I have a lot of battles on this thing. This was my first premium. So this tank is definitely an interesting one, okay? And the penetration is enough, and you have enough speed to be able to do things. Now, insanely difficult to play, and I actually want to make a video about this tank, because I like it a lot, but it is insanely difficult to play. Going back to this thing, you don't have a lot of health points, so trading directly is not always the best idea. What I would say you want to do is wait a little bit, wait until people shoot, which then gives you an opportunity to swing them, shoot them in the lower plate, do 500-600 damage, and then you go back, then you wait. And then you do the same thing, and then hopefully you don't take a shot. Maybe someone is also over peeking, so if we look back at the Westfield map, we saw as I went left of the hill, and we saw an enemy on the other side openly peeking to shoot my teammate. I slapped him in the side. Also quite beneficial. So you want to position yourself in a way that you will not be letting enemies swing on your teammates without being blasted in the face in a way of 500-600 damage. And that way the tank is quite effective. Besides that, if you have to fight people heads on, yeah, you won't be having a fun time, especially if the tank can hide the lower plate, and maybe the lower plate has more than 200 armor in the E75 case. Yeah, you will not be having a fun time. But because of the mobility of this tank, that kind of cancels out. Obviously, I know some people love playing heavy tanks, and all that they do is they go and they sit and hold down and just take in all the blocked damage as much as they can. Not exactly my playstyle. So this heavy tank actually kind of fits my playstyle quite well, I'm not gonna lie. It is quite effective, and if you have the chance to get this, and you want a fun, interesting tank that you could play once in a while just to kind of have some fun, honestly, go for it. It's not too bad. Equipment-wise, yeah, I would love to keep the turbo. because of my playstyle. Obviously, if you want to play it as a heavy tank, maybe go improved hardening. The stab, listen, experimental might be a good option because it does give you aiming cycle and aiming speed. Um, yeah, if there was an equipment that gives you this like negative dispersion on the aiming cycle and also stab, would have been amazing. I don't think that exists, but in all honesty, this is a good setup if you want to play mobile and do a swing, shoot, fall back, not take any damage type of play style. If you want to be able to go on people's sides, also not bad. The turbo helps with that a lot, and the stab too, because you have to stop, shoot, and if without the stab it's like this, and with the stab it's like this, you can even snap shoot. Um, Potentially maybe vents instead of this. Maybe if you want to do like a kind of a more sniping build, if that makes sense. If you want to stay back a little bit and be sniping cupolas instead of turbo, you put improved aiming. Test it out. If you have this tank and you clicked on the video because you want to know how to play it, test it out. Play it as a medium, play it as a heavy tank. I wouldn't snipe on it too much. Definitely no spotting. So yeah, play it as a medium, play it as a heavy, play different flanks, see what you like, and let the equipment also go with that. If you want to play it as a medium, this might be a good option. If you want to play it as a heavy, go with the hardening, something along those lines. In all honesty, I feel like this tank supports a lot of playstyles, and if you can make it work, go ahead and do that. I'm happy with the result. It's not too bad. I will definitely play the tank at some point again. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. So yeah, I would give this tank a solid 4 out of 5. Definitely playable, definitely enjoyable. Money making wise, don't play this tank if you want to make money, but if you want to have some fun, go in a platoon with a couple of buddies and slap some people in the face. Quite a fun tank to play, so if you have it, I would definitely encourage you to test it out. Hope you have a good day, and leave some comments. Tell me what you would want me to change. Maybe the game is too quiet, maybe you want some music in the back, maybe you want me to talk less. I am yapping a lot. So yeah, give me some suggestions, and I'll see you in the next one.